Okay, so as mentioned before, still gonna come do those ones, spark plugs. Currently don't even know how the flash is on. This is what I will be filling up the gearbox with. A liquid moly. Very expensive oil, I must say. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oils. And this is pretty much my whole package. Yes, pretty much this is everything. This is like my whole package. So I'm not sure, what is this one? This one is Porsche VW. It's a filter, but which filter? It says oil. Oil filter. This is the oil filter. I wonder if I even have the DSG filter also. This is a fuel filter. I didn't ask for a fuel filter. I don't even know where the heck this one is. Okay, so I'm not gonna change that one. This one is air filter. Air filter I do need to change. But then now I have one air filter and I have 2 air filters. Why do I have 2 air filters? Why am I under the assumption that they added these 2 things that I don't need? And then we also have our engine oil. So I've got the gear, the normal oil filter. That filter, I clearly don't have the gearbox oil filter. So I'll probably change that at a later time. But as long as I know my oil is nice and clean, that's what I'm focused on. So let me show you guys the tool that I'll be using. So the tool that I said I'll be using is, I found a young CAD model, right guys? Here's the pipe that I'll be using, just so you can see the oil going through. And there is the 3D printed parts that I am using to fill the oil back up. So I'm going to be using the gravity technique, which is pretty much those going underneath the car, going back into the sleeve where that bolt goes in, and then this going into the cap of the bottle, and I will be holding the bottle upside down, letting all of that oil run down to the bottom. That's the method that I'll be using. But for now, let me put back that first height gauge piece, and then we give this a try. Yeah, we'll give this thing a try. On to the next baby. This one right here. I don't know where my jack is. I look for it. I have no clue where it is. The first bolt to take out was a fight. And that's for the DSG. So, got the DSG oil seeping out. It's nice to have a tray now. We've got that going out. Once that is out, there's another screw in there, and then I'm going to use my 3D printed part to refill it. Worst case scenario is, if I can't refill this, I need to call a tow truck, because that tow truck gotta come fetch this this baby. It's grizzly. Yeah, so worst case is this baby's gotta go in a tow bed. But got majority of the DSG oil out, and then have to take out the inner knob. After I'm done with that inner knob, can probably actually take out that inner knob now. After taking out that inner knob, put in the inner knob, and then use my contraption to refill it back up. And then I have to come back to my oil level sensor, of which the cover is gone, and I don't know how it disappeared and where it went to. But also my oil sump has been through a lot of beating, as you can see. Been through a lot of beating, but yeah, let's get that baby done. And I'll be done. So firstly, start with the 14 mil after you're done with the 14 mil, there is a piece in there, so I'm gonna have to use 8 mil. So I'm just gonna go get that out of my toolbox to get that inner piece out and then finish off the oil. And then I think I'm gonna probably leave it for a while before I do any filling to make sure that it's all out. But it looks pretty clear to me. So I have my handy toolbox right here. And as I said, it should be an 8, of which I'm guessing probably be one of these two. Let's go for this one. 8 mil. Get my own little extender and let's screw it out. But let me get a cloth first because yeah, it's not gonna end well. So you guys know, oh well, I don't think you know yet, but I've been playing on some blender and I'm gonna take you guys through some tutorials of me building my kit. These guys didn't paint this properly. Look at this crack lines, or is it caused because of this part here? Cause the crack lines the whole way. But anyway, be prepared. Make sure you like, please make sure you do subscribe. There is something nice coming for this car. Probably will be taking it back off the first video, and I'm also concentrating on making some wheel covers of some sort. I'll drop a picture of some inspiration that I saw because that one looked sexy. It looks sexy. Now to get the bolt inside out. So it's practically done. See there inside there, that black piece there, there is another oil piece in there that needs to be taken out. Well, screwed out. Perfecto. And I believe it's just a hand tie. Sorry for the orientation, guys, I completely forgot. Just under this car. Whee. More oil. Oh, and it's warm. There we go. So that part there's out. Should be wearing gloves, but crap, and I just dropped the piece that I need. Let me clean this part. Let's let all of this oil go out, and I'll have to swim around to find. Actually, no, let me swim for it now. Oh, yay! And I'm swimming for 2 pieces. That's piece number 1. Come on. Piece number 1, swim out. Piece number 2 also. This oil is pretty lukewarm. I think I have had the car off for probably an hour because I was in Formula 1. I took a morning drive to go look for additional parts, but it's been off for about an hour and this oil is a bit lukewarm. This container is nearly full. Let me wipe these babies down and let it chill and drip out. I could probably move to that side, but this canister is 8 liter. This is probably going to be like 4.8, and this is going to be roughly 4.8 also. So in theory I could, but the mission of having to pour it out is going to be another story. So let's do it one pot at a time. But we're flushing out all the liquids, then we're going to go up top to the spark plugs, then air filters. So we're doing a full major service. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. And I highly doubt this part can actually pretty much get damaged, but there's a pot that sits inside and screws on, and I believe there's the one that holds the level to right size. Okay, so this makes sense now. So this goes inside, right? When you fill the oil goes over the top piece, right? Still in the same level. Okay, now I believe, or probably what happens inside there is the oil that's first comes out is overspill that goes over from here and just get caught at the bottom, and then when you fill it up, that oil goes over, it goes into here and fills in the reservoir of where all that oil sits, which will probably be sitting roughly that high. So it makes sense. Makes sense. Could probably even 3D print this if I really wanted to, but not with pet G. It has to be probably what's that thing called? ABS. But yeah, I've explained it well, right? If I have, comment down. So I have a friend that was assisting me. Listen to this guy.
I told you the gearbox oil, there's no need to change. You just feel it. Yeah, fail, Ion. The only thing that you have to do is fill up a fail, because you fail. So the only time you can change it, it's when you want to change to a different brand. But if it's the same brand, like notes, it's a regular wolf. It means every time something like a wolf, yeah, how you feel up a
Now, that gives you some insight of why I decided to buy. Well, I haven't showed the bill, but I'll show you the bill when I'm done. Why I decided to just buy all the oil and actually like remove all of the oil, because I don't know what oil VW was using originally or whoever did the service last, and I am planning to service this car myself. So hence why I'm taking out all of the oil so I can have consistent oil. The oil was expensive. It was expensive, but I guess from now on it's just a matter of topping it up. But yeah, explain that. That guy's just speaking T-Roc. No, I'm kidding, but he had a point, but I wanted safety precautions. But anyway, almost there. It's still dripping a bit, but it's nothing major, and it's probably dripping because this part is not in yet. Now it was hand screwed, and look at it, still going. It was hand screwed, so I believe I need to also, hand unscrewed, so I should be able to just screw it up by hand also, not to have it too tight. So they pretty much have that, and I'm drenched with oil again, and I don't have my cloth. Leave it for a bit again, and then put in my plug, and let's try filling this baby up with the gravity. I saw a video that says I need to have this thing at 35 degrees and then open up and let whatever comes out come out, because that'll be excess oil. So I don't have an OBD port, well, OBD scanner, so I am probably going to use the benefit of what this car has, which is it has an oil gauge sensor. I think it already starts at, I don't know, I just need to check the threshold, but I think I can see the stuff also on the dashboard. So let's go check that out. So, as mentioned before, I have a few things to my benefit, which are these babies right there. So I've got my turbo gauge and I've got my oil gauge on the far right. And I think I should also be able to sit on the instrument. Okay, let's just put the car on. As you can see there goes my gauge. Yeah, it starts at 50. I needed to check when it got to 35. Well, 45 degrees, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. So let's check this. Oil service now, I know that. Oil temperature. So we have a gauge right there for our oil temperature. When it's too low, I believe it doesn't show. When it gets hot enough, I believe I'll start seeing. But wait, is this transmission oil or is this gearbox oil or the engine oil? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just gonna let the car run for a bit, for probably like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, let it get hot, and then we'll see if that does the trick. So I'm legitimately thinking, right, the engine only goes up to 90 degrees, right, or it should be at roughly 90 degrees maximum. This has to be my transmission oil, or is this the turbo oil, because this goes to like 112 sometimes. So I'm confused, which one is which? I'm gonna go to Google and check. No, I think this pipe is way too long. It literally feels way too long. Like, look at it. So yeah, have to cut it and measure Probably gonna cut it. This is roughly 3 meters, but I think it's pretty tough, eh? But I think roughly probably this much should be enough. So I'm gonna probably cut it roughly in half, and then, or I'm gonna put it underneath the car first. After putting it there, then I'll get the measurement, then I'll cut it down to size, put the other side, and start filling up the DSG oil. So let's go. Now the test of all time comes whether this 3D printed part fits or not. Oh yes. Okay, let me take. Ah, but no, you're in. You're nice. Oh no. Oh, fudge. Okay, let's try this again. Let me take this pipe out. Let's try this again. It fits so nicely, guys. Like, hearing 3D printer jets. There we go. That baby is on there, guys. So I don't know if I got that on the shot, screwing that on, so that's screwed on. That fits so nicely. Like, better than what I expected, guys. Like, check that. If I unscrew it, it just slips on there nicely. Like, dango someone for this STR and this 3D print. 3D print came to good use, guys. How nice is that? Now to put in the pipe and cut the pipe to size. So I believe that is snug on. Let's pull this baby up and then fill it up. And let's see how much oil we actually have in here. And liquid's changed. It's changing. Let's test. Want to get the oil, fill it all up. So this is all of the oil, and it is actually lining up to there. So I'm just gonna go check now on the paper receipt how many liters it is, because that's probably where it's meant to end in terms of liters. And if it's 5 liters, that means I'm putting in all of the canisters. If it's not, then I guess I'm not. But it looks like it's clean, but I don't know how like when I do that it's clean, right? But I can't even see the bottom. But that's all the transmission oil out. All of it out. Oh, shatako. Nearly did a clean job. I was literally on doing a clean job. Look at that. Now my cloth is going to be full of oil even before I finish. But yeah, here I'm gonna have to pop shut. Anyway, I was on such a nice roll, and now look at me. I'm not touching again. Even on the car, flipping. I really need a car wash on 100. Don't you dare trip out again. From such a clean job to such a dirty job, guys. Don't be like me, work on a flat surface. color, guys, because I'm already properly annoyed. And the worst part is that it is my fault. Anyway, as I said, probably this should be high enough. Whoever wants a pipe, comment down, I'll send it to you. It's probably a meter pipe. You probably want to use it someday. Actually, first things first, let's check if this actually fits on there, first of all. What it do, 3D printer? What it do? It literally screws right on. It came to good service. It came to good use. I'll just leave this on. Alright. And next and final step is literally just that. So it should just go down this pipe and fill up with gravity. But what I'm probably gonna do, because you see when I put this lower it comes back, as you can see the bubble. When I do this, it should carry on going down. So what I'm gonna probably do is, as long as I'm not seeing any oil on the floor, that's all I care about. So let's squeeze and see. Bubbles going. Coming back out now. Squeeze. Okay, I think I'm gonna put a hole in it. Just keep going in. Just by making that hole, I can legitimately see. Always want to be cleaned. You can literally see the liquid going down. You can see those little bubbles. So liquid is going into the transmission from the bottle. So I'm probably gonna pour all those other bottles into here and then pour it from here. Just waiting for it to show you that it's coming out. No drops there. Oh, there we go. As you can see, all of it has gone, and it is still going down into the transmission. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to pop this out and actually blow the rest of it in there. But yeah, see, if I were to do this, it goes like that. It's just coming out here, but it's coming out so slowly. And I wonder why, because I filled the other box bottle into here. So there we go. Just let this part fill up properly. It bubbles out. And then we go again. There's a bubble there. And all of the bubbles out. All of the bubbles out, yes. There we go again. I guess the bubble does show me that the oil is going in. So tell me, Vita. So if you're wondering how I'm doing this, so I have a hole in here, right? So I block this one, open up a new one, fill it up. Fill up the first one, so I have containers where I can fill everything back up. Once that is done, come back over here and I'll put this back on, but I'll spin it opposite way to have tension. And we'll screw it back on, and then once it's on, come back to my normal position. Now if I were to hold it like this, right, it does go down, but I don't want any air bubbles inside, so the lower I put it, get all of those air bubbles out, especially that one going to the car. But I'll probably just go inside because there has to be air going out somehow from here. But from there, just let the flow go down again. This is a 4th bottle, so 4th liter going in. So wait for this one, and then we'll see what we do next. Probably I might close it up or put half a bottle, fill it up, and then probably I'm gonna have to loosen here and actually blow all of that oil up and into the housing. Take that baby over there, and then put it underneath the car. Turn on the car, let it run for maybe 5-10 minutes, and then open it up. Whatever oil splashes out or comes out is an overflow, and whatever, when it starts dripping, then I'm gonna close it off and I'm at the right level for the oil. So this one I didn't puncture, this one I just put upside down, but I didn't fully seal that. If you can hear, it is actually dropping the oil out. I'm on my 5th quart and I'm currently worried because I've got 5 quarts. I think that might be 8 liters. I think there might be 7 liters of oil in there. This car's probably gonna have 5. What do I do? But it says it should be 5.2 liters, so then I'm gonna go with the 5.2 liters because. So just show you guys what that pipe is and what I'm realizing. So I'm filling up the old ones, right? With this oil. Let me try to get an angle that I can show you guys. Not the best angle. Look at this. Look how dirty that oil is. Compared to the one that just came out right now. Yeah, it needed a change, It needed a solid change. Simta! Just to show you again, I'll pour it back in. Look at that color. Yeah, needed an entire change. That oil is no good. It's not nice, no good. So I poured out most of it, right? And I am seeing some little multi-grains of metal particles. But very small granular ones. Don't know if it's something to be concerned about or not. Please let me know down in the comment section. I'm not too sure if you can see it through the picture. There we go. Now you can see the granules of metal. Look at that. Something to be concerned about. But it's very small though. This is what probably was at the bottom. Not very. So I am done with these ones. Can literally just put them all there. I don't know, I'm gonna dispose them. Maybe you know. You can comment it down and let me know. But there's probably about 5 liters of oil that I took out. and 5, maybe 4.8 that I put back in. Not entirely sure, but now let's go do the engine oil. Let's do the engine oil.